Hope everyone has enjoyed the build log so far. Build log, build video, B-roll. But if you could even call it B-roll, let's be honest, it was very poorly shot. That's why I had to do these like blurry bits on the edge to make it look all professional. But in reality, I took the power supply box, right? I took the GPU shroud. I duct taped that bitch to the box. And then I hung my phone precariously over the computer, and then I kind of like had another phone as a counterweight on the back, shining a torch off the wall to try and diffuse some lighting, because I'm a tall boy, okay? There wasn't much light coming behind me over to the build area, but yeah, no, let's get on with it. I'm actually quite surprised at how much this kind of came out to roughly in the end. Now, I know some of you are probably down there in the comments going, the RAM is not that price. Yeah, no, Ramageddon had happened just after I had purchased the RAM. Like, I knew I was going to get a Minius Forum motherboard. I did try and order the X3D cache, but they didn't have any in stock. So, Minius Forum, if you're watching this, and feel free to send one of those boards out so I can use it for testing. It would be absolutely fantastic. But anyways, they didn't have that in stock, so I went onto their refurbished section and saw this on a fantastic deal. That's why I picked this up. All the links to the parts used will be put down in the description. Affiliate links if it's to Amazon or to the Minius Forums website where I got the refurbished board. So maybe keep an eye out on that refurbished section. There's sometimes some very, very good deals. There was like nothing wrong with this board, absolutely nothing wrong with it. I think it was just an open box that was sent back. In terms of benchmarking, I'm going to be doing this probably a little different to the way everyone else does. I'm going to be benchmarking FPS shooting games like Rainbow Six and CS. I can benchmark other games if you have some requests, but I do need to reinstall Windows. So these benchmark results are a bit preliminary as we speak here, but I'm going to be benchmarking. I'm going to have Discord open. I'm going to be running CapFrame. I'm going to be running OBS clipping so far back into the past to represent someone having a clipping software opening, you know, capturing their game clips. And I want to have it to be real world scenarios. So I'll go and take CapFrame X's from me playing the game, and I'll also take them from benchmarking. Sweet. Without further ado, let's get into the benchmarks. Here's how this system performed. Okay, before these benchmarks start, I have a mouse running at 4000 Hz and a keyboard running at 4000 Hz. I also have my microphone audio going to the computer as well, and it is digitally processed on the computer side. That is something to keep in mind with games like CS, which we're about to see now, and then Rainbow Six are both very CPU heavy titles, and the high pollen rates and CPU intensive tasks could affect the top end and the 1% lows, and we're also going to get into that in a little bit. Let's get into it. Alright, first off, this is the in-game settings that I'm running and the resolution. And now let's get into the benchmarks. First, I'm going to show you the frame time averages for each of the 4 separate occasions during that one game on train, which typically seems to give me the lowest FPS out of all of the maps in CS, how it performed, and then we're going to switch over to the FPS, and then we're going to run back through each one. So you can pause the video if you would like to look at the 1%, the 0.5s, all of that. It's your choice. But we'll get on to Rainbow Six Siege shortly. Okay, now moving on to benchmarking Rainbow Six Siege X. I literally just installed the game to run a benchmark. I couldn't be bothered to go and play it. I've had that much enough of Siege, but I threw on my go-to kind of competitive settings, you know, 4x3 90 FOV. Graphics quality high, everything else low, shadows are medium, and maxing the LOD quality for the best visual clarity at distance. This is what I used to use when I was playing. And then I just ran a benchmark. Here are the results. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and if there's any other games that you want me to benchmark or test once I've got Windows reinstalled, if I have them in my library, I might just have to download them and test them and throw it into a benchmarking video. Let me know down in the comments. Let me know if you enjoyed certain parts or aspects of the build, maybe what you would have done differently. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.